House of Rep member laments, questions Tinubu's CBN governor over looted funds and scarcity of food. Hello Nigerians, welcome back to this channel. If it's the first time you're coming across my channel, please do subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell so whenever I post a video, you'll be notified. I am happy that some politicians who have the interest of their people at mind are beginning to speak up. And they are beginning to question Tinubu's policies and the rest of them and all his ministers. They are beginning to question them what is really going on with our economy. What is really happening? You see it? I've always said it that one of the biggest problems and biggest challenge we have here in Nigeria is corruption among these politicians and these ministers. And I'm telling you, even P2B said it. It is not just about removing subsidy and the rest of them. Are you going to check the corruption and the government policies as well as reducing the high cost of governance here in Nigeria? These are the things that is killing Nigeria. These are their avenues through which they loot public funds. I must tell you, so in a recent gathering where the House of Representative members invited the CBN governor as well as the Minister of Finance, the CBN governor, that is Yemi Kadaso, and Minister of Finance, Wale Edun, to give them accounts on what is actually happening with the economic situation of Nigeria as well as the food scarcity that is taking place here in Nigeria. And one of the concerns the man raised was the fact that Nigeria has made huge sum of money from this particular subsidy issue. The man started giving accounts from last year till December, how much the CBN and the government has said that they have made all this while. And when you look at the percentage of that amount that has been invested, you find out that a huge percentage of that money has not been invested. And when you search around Nigeria, when you go to the bank, you will not see the amount of money that is remaining. And it then means that some people somewhere are looting this money. And that is the problem that we are having here in Nigeria. These politicians are taking the masses for granted, utilizing public funds as if it is their own. And that is the problem. When we talk about Naira devaluation, that is the cause. I'm going to play that video for you. When we come back, we begin to analyze what actually happened.
In June 2023, in June 2023, 1.134 trillion was declared as revenue by FAC. In July, 1.959.36 trillion was also declared. In August, 1.89 trillion was declared, and in September, 1.48 trillion was declared. In October, 1.59 trillion was declared, and in November, 1.088 trillion was declared.
So what is the question?
I'm coming, please, my speaker. I'll go to the question. In December, 1.12 trillion was also declared, and in January, 1.1 trillion was declared. We have enough revenue compared to our neighboring countries, even down to Central Africa. But today, from your report, only 38% of this revenue, in line with the forex, is being put into business transactions in this country. About 62% of these revenues, especially those that are tied to the foreign exchange, that's the forex, they are not being into business transactions. We are here discussing about policies, while the main point is corruption, raised by international organizations. We are here discussing about policies, while the main point is corruption. People have been mopping dollars in Nigeria through transfers to those people that are in the business. And CBN, I'm sure with the system you have, you are seeing all these transactions going on in this country. And this fear has been raised by international organizations, including the World Bank and IMF, to you, and you are aware that if care is not taken, even if you injected $1 trillion into the economy, within 3 months, those money would disappear. It will not be in the banks. It will not be with you people at the CBN. It will be stuck into people's houses. And you are aware of all these things. Nigerians are fighting back now, if you don't know, where their representatives. We must speak. And you must do the job. If you are not ready, you resign. I'm sorry.
Just ask your question.
No.
Don't attack. Excuse me, honorable colleague.
Today, let me finish. I'm protected by you, sir. Okay, let me ask my question.
My protection is only to the extent of asking the question.
Let me go ahead, please, to
Yes.
ask the question.
Yes.
My constituents, in particular, there was a serious protest even yesterday.
Question.
Because they have money to buy food, but they cannot see the food. They cannot see maize to buy because neighboring countries have trooped into this country because of the weakness of our naira, and they bought all the food items we have. They are exporting it to Niger, Chad, Cotonou, and Central Africa, which they don't have these revenues that we are generating. So what are you doing, please, the CBN governor? This is a serious matter. People have been talking about policy to address this matter at hand before it gets out of hand.
Now you see that so much money, huge amount of money is being looted from the Nigerian treasury, and that's why we are suffering economically. You see it, and this same reason is why other countries will come into Nigeria and buy our foodstuff and leave, and that is why the foodstuff in Nigeria is becoming so much expensive. And this is the same thing that these politicians want, and that's why they rigged that particular election in favor of this particular Tinubu, because they knew that if it was P2B that is the president of Nigeria, these things wouldn't be happening, because the man was out and ready to check for corruption, because he said it. A man a politician in Nigeria who can boast and tell people go and search for his record. If you find any criminal case or any form of corruption in his record, then he will resign as a politician. Who among all these politicians will boldly come out and say it? Even our so-called president, Ahmed Bola Tinubu, can he say this? A man who has a money laundering case, drug case, and certificate forgery, then he was imposed on Nigerians. What do you expect? These are the things that you see. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel.